Radar in World War II was a cutting-edge piece of technology. During the Battle of Britain, it was used to detect enemy aircraft. This was vital in dispatching Hurricanes and Spitfires to deal with the Luftwaffe threat very quickly. If you want to see a long way out to sea, a high cliff is a good place to do this. Coastal radar was hugely important to detecting threats that would come from Nazi-occupied countries. Recently I travelled to Happisburgh to investigate an abandoned and derelict RAF radar station. This station would have played a huge part in protecting Norfolk's coastline and nearby airfields. After leaving the car park, I was greeted by a pillbox. As you can see, I had quite a good look around it. Usually pillboxes in the UK are full of beer cans, however this one wasn't too bad. As you can see, the camera will point straight out to sea, showing an excellent vantage point that the Allies had over the coastline. After fighting my way through a cabbage field, I was greeted by another pillbox. This one's a different shape to the one previously. You can see it's very tight to get into this one. It's also a very different shape as spoken by before, and you can see pretty much a 360 of the local surroundings.
It's very tight in here.
The next thing that caught my attention was these two lumps of concrete on the beach. Could they be for defence? Possible gun mounts? I'm not really too sure myself. After quite a walk up the coast, I managed to find the radar battery in the radar centre. Now, it's not been very looked after, it's been graffitied quite a lot. If people knew the history of this place, they might think twice really. Whilst thinking about it on reflection, you could probably imagine what was going on in this place, manned by a staff of more than 3 different shifts each day, manned 24 hours a day as well on the lookout for enemy aircraft. There is a tunnel and I didn't dare go underground really because I didn't have a flashlight on me. However, if I do go back, I will be going underground to have a little look around. Lots of graffiti though. However, as we head out of the radar centre, you can see in the near distance the radar centre number 2, the second building. There are a few more pillboxes scattered around here as well. After getting a little bit braver and climbing on top, you can see some inappropriate graffiti that's been put on there. Now, it's a bit ridiculous really, considering this role this building had in the war. It could have saved thousands of lives by detecting enemy aircraft and bombers. Rather interestingly, you can see an original piece of World War II cable hanging from the roof. Onto building number 2. You may notice it's a lot smaller actually. As you enter in, it's a little bit less graffitied. However, it is a lot smaller. You can see the same sort of layout as building number 1. However, with this position, there are a lot more lookout positions. You can see clearly out to sea from this little hole. You can defend it easily should it be invaded. You can also see around there's a few more of these holes. You can see the back of the building and also to the front. Interestingly, between the two buildings there is this hole in the ground. It is concrete on top. However, when you put the GoPro down underneath it, you can see this brick at the sides, making me think that it is part of the underground complex around this centre. Finally in the complex you see this final pillbox. It's very similar to pillbox number 2, possibly being octagonal. Now you can see viewpoints from each side of the pillbox. You can also see out to the coast, that's where you would see there, and also you can see back to the village of Happisburgh should you need it. What's remarkable is these pillboxes are all kept in very, very, very good condition. Happisburgh would have been staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and there would be 3 watches. In bad weather, life could be boring for those on duty. However, in good weather, it could be very exciting with enemy aircraft flying above. Here's an image of what Happisburgh would have looked like in the 1940s. You can see the big dish on top that would be able to detect high-flying aircraft. Later on, the technology was invented to detect low-flying aircraft. Overall, it was an enjoyable afternoon visiting Happisburgh. The problem there that exists though now is coastal erosion and not having to look out for Luftwaffe bombers. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like and share to support the channel. This is the first video, so expect many more history videos to come, and follow The Untold Past on Twitter.